Hey there, Internet. My name's Luxander, and today is a vlog day time. I know I haven't posted much for this month of September. I do have a video in process right now about bottom surgery. That one is a little bit delayed right now because I felt like I should make some kind of commentary about recent events, and also I'm super tired because I just started a new job. So I figured let's just do a vlog. Mainly, I really wanted to at least acknowledge the passing of Ruth Bader Ginsburg before blithely posting a video about bottom surgery. It just felt like I should say kind of something about the political climate, and I'm including it in a vlog because I feel like I don't really have any political commentary. I don't really feel like I have a direction. I tried to post a video, I posted most recently about Joe Biden and how it's important, in my opinion, to go ahead and vote for Biden-Harris, particularly because I think the greater the number of the popular vote, the more obvious it will be if there is fudging of the election. Like, if the Electoral College goes way the other direction, there could potentially be some backing to this idea that the system is broken. The system is broken anyway. There's just a lot of normies who think that it's working just fine, and that's obviously a problem. With the passing of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, I don't really know that I have a lot to say, except that it is not good. It's bad that Trump is going to have an opportunity to put in, this is his third Supreme Court justice, I think. And of course, Mitch McConnell is being an absolute jerk and is going to go ahead and push this forward despite all of his protestations during the election period when Obama was still in office. It's all just really shitty, and I don't know what to do. I don't really know that a Biden presidency would make that big of a difference to the trajectory that we're already on as a country. It's nice to think that if you just vote, that'll be it. But it's hard for me to advocate for anything else because I don't personally feel particularly empowered to do much of anything else. Really, it just kind of seems like we are on a trajectory for continued massive civil unrest. I would like to believe that if we collectively joined together, we would have enough power to prevent the degradation of the concept of a democracy in this country. I personally have not gone to any protests because I'm scared, and because I just don't trust myself to not have a very big reaction if I see some shit go down that I think is unjust, because I have a lot of really big reactions to watching the video in the aftermath of things happening at protests. So I suppose all I can really say in the aftermath of Ruth Bader Ginsburg dying, with Trump continually making comments about not allowing there to be a peaceful transfer of power, if he does, in fact, lose the election, we have no idea what's going to happen in the coming 4 years. If he does legitimately win, quote unquote, you need to be supporting the protesters in whatever way you can. If you can go out and be part of this movement, that is optimal. Providing supplies to protesters. There have been some people who have opened their homes to protesters when they're being basically attacked by police. I'm not going to tell you not to vote. I don't think that that's the right thing to do. I just think that it's not the only thing that you should be doing. I personally don't know that signing petitions is all that helpful of a thing to do, but it's something you can do to at least just show support in numbers. But yeah, you should be supporting the people on the ground. You should be calling for the abolition of the police. I don't know that I've formally said that on the channel, but policing in this country, it's historically evolved from slave patrols. They have historically enacted violence on communities of color and disabled people, autistic people. It's really a hegemonic power structure intended to support property over people. I don't know that we're at a point where demanding the resignation of cops is going to do much of anything. The system is intended to work the way that it's currently working, and it has to be dismantled in order to move forward. Policing, at the very least, they are clearly operating separately from the law. Legislators are saying, oh, they need to stop. We need to introduce legislation to make them stop. And just continual police riots, constant police riots. I know I've mentioned it in a video before, and I will continue to mention that there is a Twitter thread with, I think, over 1,000 videos now of police instigating violence against protesters. There's a really cute narrative that, oh, if only they would stop destroying businesses or whatever, like, oh, then they wouldn't have to, then the violence wouldn't be necessary from the police. But no, they're instigating the violence because they hold a position of power, and we are challenging that power, and they really fucking hate that. We are fully capable of imagining a society that doesn't include calling someone with a gun when someone is at risk of suicide, or any other number of things. Like, a gun is not the solution to most of our community problems. We could use the money that's being spent on police to enrich our communities. Crime is reduced when people's needs are met. People don't steal food for fun. They steal food because they are hungry. And it would be so easy to just provide those things. So yeah, I don't personally feel like I have a lot to contribute about the current political climate. I feel like I'm just starting to get my personal life together, and the world is crumbling around me, and I don't have a plan for what to do if things really, really go south. Like, they're already south. Everything is already pretty bad. I'm not personally at this current moment afraid of being thrown in a camp, but that could easily be something, like, I would not be surprised if this was like a thing that started to happen going forward. So that's the extent of my commentary on that. I guess I will spend a moment talking about the way in which I feel like I'm getting my life together personally, which is that I have a new job. I started working at an electrical company. I'm doing a lot of manual labor right now. I have to wake up at like 6 a.m. Last night I slept for 11 hours because I didn't have work today. I'm really gratified by having work to do. Like, there's the internalized feeling that work and being able to work provides value for you as a human being. I have tried to shake that and have not been entirely successful because I was feeling a lot of anxiety and guilt over not having a job because I quit in August last year to focus on school, and I only just started working in September. There was just a period of time over this summer where I felt really bad about it, but it's good now. I like everybody that I work with. If you're curious, I am not at present out as trans. In new environments like this, especially with trade work, I tend to err on the side of presenting myself as a gay boy because there's no realistic way for me to talk about my partner and not have it be like, ah, yes, I am a dude and my partner is a dude. I basically am just like, yeah, I'll stealth for a while and just sort of see how that goes. But otherwise, it's been pretty chill. Everyone has been very kind about my being very, like, openly queer, basically. And I'm making pretty decent money because it's trade work. That feels really nice. Like, I will be able to afford some of the things that I want and need. And it is potentially, I mean, really, I don't plan on leaving the industry. So it is kind of the beginning of my career and what I'll probably be doing for the rest of my working days, unless something else pops up. So I'm very tired, but I do feel like I'm moving forward a bit in my life after having been in and out of retail since I turned 18, and now I'm 26, and I am starting on what is going to be my career. So that's nice. So there's a little update vlog about the state of the world and the state of my personal life at the moment. I will be posting the bottom surgery video before the month rolls over. That will be all from me today, though. If you like the video, press like, comment if you want to, subscribe if you want to, ring the bell maybe, because there's no official schedule right now. Patreon or PayPal if you feel like it. And I guess I hope you have an okay day. Bye. I'd like to thank my patrons for their ongoing support, especially Sean, Tina M., Frozen Summers, R. Halverson, Bisexual Disaster, Michelle Winter, Sarah A., Suzanne Maynard, Athiet, Amanda B., Elizabeth Bartell, Eileen McCall, Mr. Atheist, rows above it showing up, and Wellington Marcus.